The Baltimore Ravens showed up in Cincinnati on yesterday and played their first complete game of the season, where the offense fought, the defense fought, and special teams showed up as well. What provoked the Baltimore Ravens to put on a dominant display? We discuss next. Hey, what's happening? And welcome back to The Bald Perspective. On your way in the door, touch the like button, hit subscribe if you've never subscribed, and go ahead and touch the notification bell so you get updates when we upload new content. Let's talk. The Baltimore Ravens win in dominant fashion, 24-0 on yesterday. And honestly, it's the first time all year that I've kind of felt proud of the performance they put on. Not because we blanked the Bengals, not because it's the first shutout we've pitched, I think, in 6 or 7 seasons, but just simply because we fought. That is what I think was the linchpin to all phases of this game turning out the way that it did. The Baltimore Ravens could not have started this game any worse. Right? We have seen starts this season where the Baltimore Ravens will put on a really good drive, go down and score. And then the next 2 or 3 drives, nothing. A flat clunker. But then we've had other games just like this where the offense wasn't going well and the defense was holding up and we still come out on the short end of the stick. But on yesterday, the offensive line, blocking, whatever it was that was going wrong, whatever we want to pin that to, could not have started worse. We're talking about sacks, no points, and I think that interception off, I think it was Zay's hands, was kind of the beginning of the second quarter. I'm trying to remember the game, off the cuff. But nevertheless, defense held up, defense held in, defense made plays, and we stood pat, right? A lot of times in a game like this, especially when it starts this way, it's kind of like a fight, right? You're throwing your punches, but you're never landing. And then the other team is throwing punches. They're not landing a whole lot, but they're landing more than you. And eventually you just quit. That's kind of what we've seen from the Ravens this season. We've seen some times where it looks like they've quit or they just came into a game not ready to fight. But yesterday, they didn't look prepared offensively, but the defense held things together until the offense caught up. And so shout out, man, to the defense. Not Zach Orr and the defense, but just the defense. The guys who got it done on the field. Shout out to the offense, not Todd Monken and the offense, but the players who got it done on the field. Because I think that's what yesterday was about. Players fighting for one another. And we haven't seen that a whole lot this season. We haven't seen where things go wrong on one side of the ball and the other side picks it up, right? When things weren't going right on offense yesterday, the defense comes through with a turnover, right? Righting some offensive wrongs. And so I thought that yesterday was about fight. And I think that's what we're going to have to see the remainder of the season if we're going to do anything. Now, let me be clear, just like I said yesterday post-game, I don't think this leads to anything. I think it's going to be a one-game exhibition at a time for this Baltimore Ravens team to end up anywhere this season other than a top 15 draft pick. When I think about the upcoming game, and I won't really talk too much about the Patriots until I really go back and look at some of those things from yesterday when they played the Buffalo Bills necessarily. But I'm already predicting that the Baltimore Ravens show up at home this Sunday and we're going to fight. And we're going to fight and we're going to come out of next Sunday night's game with a victory. I'm predicting it right now. I haven't looked at any injury reports. I haven't looked at who's going to be available. I haven't looked at any statistics. I haven't even looked at the Baltimore Ravens statistics from this game. I just know that we fought yesterday and it's going to take fight. We actually looked like Ravens yesterday. The other 12 games or 13 games we had played, I'm not sure who those dudes were. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying we were elite, but our effort was elite. And sometimes that's all you need is elite effort. I want to give a few shout outs, man. I want to give a shout out to Teddy Buchanan, who I don't know any injury report, but he may be down for the rest of the season. But I want to give a shout out to him specifically because I think he's the Baltimore Ravens Rookie of the Year. When you look at where he was drafted and what he was able to accomplish this season, I have to give the nod to him over Starks, over Green, definitely over Emory Jones, and of course over the rest of the crew. So shout out to Teddy Buchanan, who I believe is the Baltimore Ravens Offensive Rookie of the Year. For him to have come from a 4th round pick and overtake the veteran Trenton Simpson for the starting job and never look back, I think that speaks well to what he's done. Hopefully his injury is not an ACL injury, which will put him out basically all of next season. But if that's what it is, then that's what it is. So a lot of big conversations coming this week. And yesterday, man, I want to let me speak about this just really quick. Big injuries yesterday all around the league. Pat Mahomes goes down with an ACL injury. Micah Parsons goes down with an ACL injury. A lot of big time injuries that's going to not only highlight what happens this season, but it will definitely have an impact on what happens in 2026. So listen, man, I'm your guy, Boulanger, and until next time, we're out.